fixes it? Does that fix it? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Trans Girl Mouse, for letting us know. We've just been talking for a whole hour with no sound.
Thankfully,
Thank you for
nothing
letting us
plot
know.
important.
Nothing
just
plot
fun car
important
ride
just
banter.
happened.
No. The inner workings of the highway system is plot important. Thank you very much.
Was. And
Thank you,
converting
Trans Girl Mouse.
things,
Very helpful.
converting things from sensible measurements to freedom measurements.
No, you weren't wrong. There was no sound. I had it on the wrong thing. You were absolutely correct, and thank you for pointing it out.
Huzzah.
That was definitely a me problem. Technical difficulties, and we very much appreciate you letting us know. Thank you. So yes, you do. Now, to answer your question, Andrew, you said corporation. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was not
I
your
was
bit.
just,
It
I was just
very
taking the
much
piss
us.
on that.
Yes, so you go in and avail yourself to the facilities, and you, as you make your way around this refueling station, you do refuel the vehicle, you do move it to a parking bay so it's not in the refueling areas and whatnot, particularly Habaru. I imagine Arashi also goes off to... Does Arashi go off to shower as well? Just to,
That is actually my question of, in
Does
this
Arashi
magical
shower?
world we live in. Well, no, here's the thing. Because long distance trucking is a thing and corporations know that's a thing, is there a product that people can get that is either magical in nature or just something fucking else that kind of just essentially like prestidigitation? Is that what?
Yes, you can purchase essentially a one-use prestidigitation in a bottle kind of situation.
Wet wipe.
Is it? Yeah, kind of. It's just
You can do that. They do have showering facilities if you do want an actual shower. But yes, they do sell
Bringing up
things.
the trucking thing, that brings up a very important point. You pointed out that magic is just cheap and that's why companies use it. So they wouldn't have trucking. You just got rid of an entire, financial ecosystem and employment because they just teleport it because it's cheaper. Magic.
I wouldn't need to. Well, I will also point out that trucking, as you call it, would have died out even after the merge happened, because in that time after the merge and after the Demon War and things like that, the world got fucked up. Yes, but they also started the rail. They also started the air travel companies. They also started essentially instantaneous, the postal service. So with all of those things, why would they need trucking?
Teleportation circle in your garage. You step on that and you end up at the shops.
Yeah.
You end up at a...
So even...
Transport vehicles.
Wait. Why are we driving then if teleportation is readily available?
Well, we can't teleport into the library. They think that place.
You can't teleport.
But why can't we teleport to Coltrane Retreat?
Because you didn't know.
To save us a week's journey.
Because you didn't know.
Okay, road trip. Where's the nearest teleportation circle then?
Be one of the petrol stations, I think. There wouldn't be petrol stations anymore because there wouldn't be any forms of transport to purchase stuff at petrol stations.
Some people choose not to use teleportation because they want a road trip.
Oh God, are we grey nomads?
It's a clone of you, and then it kills you.
You are grey nomads.
Out into existence.
We're grey nomads. Let's fucking go. Anyway.
You gotta stop saying, "Oh, because of magic." That creates more problems than it solves.
Well, no, it answers. I mean, I could sit here and spend the rest of the time talking to you about how the magical ecosystem affects every industry in the thing, because magic inherently exists, the world would not have developed the same way our world did. However, there are services that did develop because not everybody has a form of magic, but because anybody arguably within a D&D world can do
Everybody
magic.
shut up.
Thank you for the subscription.
With Prime.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate the subscription. Normally, we do actually do more in the game than talk about this.
No, we
But
don't.
arguably,
No, we don't.
because anyone can do magic within a D&D world within scope. Like, you can be a wizard, you can learn druidry, you can make a warlock pact. Not everybody can be a sorcerer, because obviously that's a lot of like birthright pact and stuff like this and bloodline stuff. But arguably anybody can do magic. Even a ranger has magic. So the world wouldn't evolve the same way ours has. It's why there are certain things, for example, what Sabata does as an artificer makes him unique, because yes, he created firearms, like within the modern sense of the firearms and whatnot, based on, you know, the fact that he'd seen cannons used and things like this, and he wanted to basically miniaturize that. But he started out as a toy maker. And because this, you know, we have started to look at certain things. We have etheric connectors within the world. And so we do have certain modern things, because not everybody necessarily wants to have the, like, for example, nobody really figured out how to make a sending stone that has, you know, pictures and stuff like this, or, you know.
But what about the time in between someone having the need, like, oh, I need to get all this cargo down to the port in a timely manner, to the time of where, oh, I'm now a wizard, I've now solved my own problem.
I will harken back now.
I can see a problem. I can see a problem with it. The fees for teleportation are extremely high, much like pharmaceuticals. Not
I
everyone
will
can afford the
say,
teleportation.
earlier on in the game, you did go to the first time you came through to Anthalamir, from
Yeah, I got my
Nethray.
legs ripped off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember.
If you remember, they had larger teleportation circles for people who wanted to travel to certain places, and you can't just teleport anywhere. The teleportation circle network is heavily regulated as well, and it is
It's
run by
essentially
a
modern day
particular
like
family.
airlines, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
depending on what you want to send, for example, it could be very expensive, especially if you want to do like cross-planar travel. But because the world has also been even more screwy because the merge has happened and the planes are all a lot closer and more suffused together, and magic is now getting a bit iffy too, which is why we have a rise in prices on certain things in magic, because the
So
gods
it's
have
like,
started
And sometimes
spanning, and magic
your
is
luggage
iffy.
gets lost.
Yeah, but
Your
it's
luggage
easy to
gets
get it
lost.
back, as opposed to nothing stops the post, as you know.
so
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like airports.
Using our
And
meta
that-
knowledge, it's like if we didn't only use magic as our means of logistics, we wouldn't have a problem when magic stops working, right?
Well, it depends on the type of magic. So, for example, Wicked uses nature magic. She has no problems because she is inherently tied still into the source of magic itself, which is
Right,
from the world
but
tree,
using
etc., etc.
meta knowledge, we know that, you know, there's a problem with that upcoming, right? With
Well,
like the
you
world
know it's a
tree and
problem.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That like using meta knowledge, we know that, oh, like there's going to be a lot of issues with magic, both currently happening and also like upcoming,
Well, the
because
way we
people
kind
are
of
mining out the
circumvented
world
this a little
tree.
bit is the only person in the party that is actually going to feel, that would like logistically feel the presence of the magic fading, is actually Habaru, because he has god magic and the gods have gone quiet. However, we circumvented this because Habaru exclusively believes in gods that are still tangible in the world. They might be crazy, they might have the power kind of like dialed back a bit, and so, and it's part of the reason why Feynman is so weird and unrestricted, because he is one of the only gods who has not had their power like significantly impacted, except the fact that he is under a curse as a part of his divine punishment. So, like, there are
Wicked
layers.
will
Are we there
in
yet?
the
Oh
at the
no,
pit
you're at the
stuff. Wicked will basically more or less order you, Haru, to wipe down your armor and take a shower.
You stink.
I mean, well, just to speed this along, is this essentially like, are we going to be able to say this is near the end of the day? Like this
Yes.
is about time
You can
we start.
decide to
Okay,
stay.
cool.
You can decide to stay here for the night if you would like, or at least the 4 hours,
Realistically,
because we know that Harbour is going to do the power song and down, down, down by the river. You know.
No, it would be the very childlike, go the fuck to sleep, go the fuck to sleep, go the fuck to sleep. That would
Are you
be
sleeping
the
in the
song.
airship or top your combi van, or?
I'm sleeping in my seat with my head wedged into the side.
You have a hammock. You can sleep laying down.
No. I was told that the compy ship hammock can only hold like maybe 2 people at a time.
No,
And we
there
were
is
going to
enough.
have to rotate people in and out.
No. I don't know
No,
where you pulled that from.
like,
There was one for
it
each of
holds
you.
like 6. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 6 or 8.
Someone should probably stay with a car.
Yeah. Wicked will sleep in the van because she likes it.
Well,
Okay.
well, Hopper wanted to sleep in the van.
I'm sleeping on the deck of the boat.
Kale, where are you currently?
I mean, I'm happy to even just stay in the van as well, to be honest, in the back seat.
Okay. So
I'm sleeping in the hammock upstairs.
Okay, you're sleeping in the hammock. Arashi's up in the boat. Neve, I'm assuming, is staring out the back window because she's slept all day and it's at Zoomy time.
It is real cat hours.
It is.
No one's getting to sleep in that van tonight.
And
I will make sure people get to sleep in the van.
Kale, as you're sitting there in the van, you're just looking out you guys have pulled down some shades so that the light from the recharge station isn't like blasting through your windows, so you can get your 4 hours of magical rest. And Kale, as you're gazing out the window, roll me a perception.
Perception. Where are we? Oh, I'm not very good at perception. That's an 8.
That's okay, because you are looking relatively close to you. You notice that there is an orange cat sitting down next to your side of the combi van, just staring at you.
Outside the van?
Outside the van, yes.
All right.
I would question how the fuck it got in the van, otherwise.
Well, there's already, 1.5 cats in the van, so at various times. But isn't Neve next to me as well?
Kinda, yeah.
I just tense a little bit. You see that, Neve? The other cat.
You get a cat arch eyebrow at you.
You can see there is an orange cat sitting outside the van, staring intently at Kale.
Can I sense anything about the cat, if it's kind or if it's like an actual cat?
Roll me a survival.
Is there any chance you can roll my buttons for me at the minute?
I can do that. I don't promise it'll roll well.
Mum, you're supposed to be able to multitask. What's going on?
I am multitasking. I am keeping a small human alive right now.
Okay. So that is a 17. I've got to make sure I've got this still open so people can see what you're rolling. Neve rolled a 17. It is a normal cat. It is exhibiting odd behavior, normally stopping and staring at humans like in this intense way is not usually a thing. Its tail is... It is outside the vehicle. I mean, you can try and yell through the glass if you would like to.
Can I wind the window down and talk to it?
It is a combi van. No.
Yeah, I'll
have sliding
say
windows?
Oh, actually, yeah, they do have sliding windows.
They
Yeah.
do
Sliding
actually
windows.
can. But are you a cat right now? I can do it.
I'm a cat, but I can also actually talk to animals.
Wicked is in the front
I'll
seat
see
with you, by the way.
I'll see you sort of pouring at the glass, and then I'll open the window for you.
You don't go out.
I'm gonna hop
No,
out
not going out.
and go out the side door of the van.
What
Combi.
side of the van is this on?
Is it on the door side or the opposite side?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Is it starboard or port?
I'm assuming the door's
Because-
on the left,
Yes,
Right.
and I was picturing the cat on the right for some reason, but
it is on the right. It is.
Okay.
yeah. So I'll get
I was
out
gonna say,
and
are
go
you gonna have to
around.
climb over me?
Well,
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't
I'll
yeah,
just
I'll
jump
fly
out through the window,
scramble.
I guess.
So Neve jumps out the window down next to the orange cat. The orange cat kind of sniffs at you gently and watches as Kale clambers over Habaru's shoulder, kind of half elbowing Habaru on his way past, out, opens the door, climbs around, and as you round the back of the combi van and eye the orange cat rises to its paws and starts to slowly walk away. And then it stops and pauses to see if you're following it.
I'm gonna get on comm. Like I've got my neural implant that goes to Rashi.
Field. Thank you for
Hey
that
Rashi,
recommendation, by the way.
just a heads up, Arashi. I've got a cat friend here.
Hydration.
I'm gonna follow.
Hopper will stir awake as you elbow him to get past.
Oh yeah, he'll be awake. I'm assuming that Wicked's
Wait.
awake still as well, but
She was sleeping.
oh yeah, sleeping. Okay, so you probably would sleep. But
She's
I'm notifying
she's a honk
Arashi if
She's a honk me type of person.
yeah.
You do get a reply going, there's a cat in the car. You don't need another one. Just cuddle Neve and go back to sleep.
Yeah. This is one of the other cats.
Definitely get back in the van.
No, just give me a minute. I think it's okay. But I just want you to keep an eye out.
I'll follow with
I
you.
can be in touch. I got Neve with me. She's a badass.
Meow.
Damn straight.
I'm going to get up from my meditation. And guess what I'm going to do?
Please don't shoot the cat.
Probably follow.
Not yet, but I do notch an arrow.
Okay, you're not generic.
Just said it was safe. Oh. Yeah, I'm following the cat this time because I've kind of ignored them a couple of times. So it's probably the third time lucky, right?
I don't know. Ginger cats are meant to be the devil.
They have
It
no
does.
souls.
At least stay in line of sight of the car. And Hopper kind of turns back over.
Oh.
Slams
I mean,
the door
I'll
closed
probably
behind him.
So you
I'll
start
probably be in a
following the
public
orange cat?
dimension, but I'll call you when I get back. Yes, I will follow. And I'll
I'm
just look
trotting
down
along
at
beside.
Neve. Thanks.
Okay.
It's helpful to have someone to co-process with. I don't know if this is a hallucination or not, but
Is hallucinating cat. Well, how can we both hallucinate a cat?
well, reality is a hallucination anyway. So
She just looks at you blankly and says meow and keeps walking. That's my answer to everything that I don't understand is just meow.
So you make your way to the side of the orange cat is waiting next to the corner of the refueling station. As you start to walk towards it and approach the corner, and you turn the corner, you notice that the cat has continued on down the alleyway down the side of the building.
another hallway. Well,
If they start to
Is
get
the
out of
alleyway
sight,
lit
I
or
will
is it
follow.
dark?
There are some flickering lights back here, particularly one over one of the side entrances to the refueling station, one of the back rooms there that's a delivery door and whatnot. A little bit further down, though, it runs parallel to a fence, and you notice that there is an archway in the fence.
Yep.
Arashi, as they round the corner of the refueling station, they do drop out of
As I
line of
said,
sight.
if they start to get moving out of sight, I follow.
Okay, so you climb down quickly and you start to follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Mind
have we
you-
passed
yeah.
through the archway yet, or not yet?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I've
Have you
probably
passed through the
stopped.
archway? Do you follow it through the archway?
Yeah, knowing what's happened previously, I'll say to Neve, we may pass into, I don't know, like another pocket dimension or another space. Do you want to wait outside, or do you want to come in?
No, I'll come. I'm curious.
All right. I'm
Should
gonna
I
like
stay?
quickly roll it. Sorry.
Should I stay as a cat? I'm just like looking. She's looking up at you, going, like questioning you. Is it safe to stay as
mean,
a
if-
cat? Curious goes cats.
I mean, they're cats. I feel like it might be good to be cat, but I mean,
True.
you can be whatever you want.
Common
As long
denominator.
as
No,
you,
we'll go with that.
yeah. I mean, just be ready to,
Common
I guess,
denominator.
be on alert. But I'm just gonna quickly roll an insight just to. This is the purpose of this is really okay. That's quite low. Okay. The purpose of it really was to just sort of see, even though I told Arashi to bugger off and not bugger off, but just like he can wait, is what I said, and that we're okay. I'm just assuming that he'll listen to me, so I'm not gonna like double check with him. I trust this guy way too much, I think. For some reason. Cool. Yeah, so I'll cross the threshold.
You cross the threshold, and as you do, you find yourself walking into a courtyard. It has a X pattern in the paving, in white tiles, and in a diamond shape, and in the inner sections of those where there are blank spaces around the X's and whatnot, it does appear to be grass. And it kind of comes to a point. It appears that there are, where you've come in, there are 4 walls, and what appears to be a roof. And this is a completely white building apart from this kind of grassed courtyard. And in each of the walls, there are rows and rows of reasonably sized windows. If you were to open them, a person could reasonably like climb through it. It's 5 windows high. On one corner, it's 5 windows high, 4 windows wide. So in total, and then in each of the 2 long sides, there appears to be 7 windows long, but still, but 6 windows high. So 6 windows by 7. Then the short window directly opposite you where you've come in, and the wall next to you appears to be 5 windows up and 4 wide. So, but there are nothing but windows, and in each of these windows, some of them are dark, some have curtains drawn on them, and some do have lights on in them, like up in the top corner of the 5 by 4, there's one light on in there. Also in the second row, 3 along, one of them is lit up. And just interspersed in each of these, there are windows open, as there are lights on in them. Every now and then you'll notice that there is also one that is slightly cracked open with the window slid open, and you can get some scents and aromas coming through. Smells of peat and spices, cinnamon and sugar. One window does have a bit of a very cold breeze, almost like a snowy environment, like a snowy wind coming through it. you also get a deep, smoky, rich, smoky smell. Almost, it's got an almost herbaceous, mushroomy smell to it that tickles the back of your memories, Kale, that does smell familiar to you.
Hmm. There's two windows that sort of tickle my fancy a little bit. Probably the closer one I'd approach first, which is one that sort of smells like cinnamon, because it reminds me of Wicked. I'll attempt to maybe peer through it.
Okay. You go over to it and you notice that it is a bit misted on the other side, almost like the environment on the other side is quite humid. You can feel that there is a radiant heat coming off of it. Again, you've got that sweet cookie smell, and in the shadows and the haze of the smoke within, you can see a large, hunched figure in shadow moving around within. You're not really sure. It looks like it could be a kitchen or some kind of preparation area. There's a large table with, in the low light, you could assume are cooking implements or bowls or various things littered around. There are bundles of herbs, and yes, there is a figure moving around within. And you can hear this sweet voice, sweet, almost sugary sweet, just singing quietly to itself, in just this slightly haunting manner.
Not creepy at all, is it? I'm drawn to the one that has more of the, I guess it's a fungal smell, isn't it? More mushroomy, earthy as well. Is that one cracked or closed?
It's cracked ever so slightly. You could just get
Yeah.
your nails in and open it if you wanted to.
I'm just gonna smell again, just to sort of get a sense of what is that?
Roll me a history with disadvantage.
Still, 20. It would have been a natural 20, but
From the deepest recesses of your mind, in a time before you knew you were Kale, before the transformation, before your awakening, a thought suffuses through that you remember this smell. It is a herbal drug synthesized, and it hits you because you can almost feel it like an ache deep in your bones, in your teeth, that seems to almost, even though you don't really sweat, you feel your human flesh, what's left of it, start to goose pimple. The hairs on the back of your neck rise as you feel a deep gnawing hunger set into you, as you recognize this as a drug that you're fairly certain you used to take. You can't remember the name of it, you can't remember where you got it, you just knew that you needed it, and it was a drug for forgetting.
Mm. I remembered that it's a drug for forgetting.
Yes.
My stomach hurts.
It's
What?
you feel it like a clawing ache, like an
Yeah.
addiction.
I just start sweating even though I don't usually sweat. Like there's a couple of sweat pores left over that I might have missed. and like a one bead of sweat just drips down my temple.
Yeah.
You get this little tight face looking at you, going, "Are you okay?"
You'd probably notice that Kale's pupils would have dilated, and he's clenching his fists. He doesn't respond.
Just like do the cat thing where I'm headbutting your ankles. Hello, anybody in there? Meow, meow. Nudging you.
Hey, sorry, Neve. It's alright. I'm not glitching. I'm just. I don't know. Do you know what that smell is?
Do I have any idea what the smell is?
I can tell you even without rolling. No, you do not.
Figures. Not a clue. Do you know what the smell is?
There's something in it. There's a memory. I just can't quite grasp it.
Assumably not a good one based on your body language right now.
I sort of like pay attention to what my body's doing because I don't think I was really in my body, but yeah. I thought I got all of these. I wiped the bead of sweat off my face. I thought I fried all of them.
As you're debating this, Arashi, you have reached an archway that does seem to be part of the space, but not part of the space. Are you going to follow them through?
I think he'd BRB'd.
Yeah, he's got
I'm back.
He's back.
Right.
Good timing.
Yeah. So archway. Can I still see them?
You can't see them. When you look at this archway, it's like the actual opening of the archway is almost a little bit hazy, like there's a piece of fabric just flapping, hanging over it. You would have to
Okay.
pull it aside to move through.
All right. Swap weapons. I'm going to put the bow that way. I'm going to draw the sword. I'm going to use the sword to part it so I can, and then walk in.
As you enter, you feel a strange sensation of quiet fall over you. Almost, it's too quiet. There is not a single noise as you enter into this space, this sealed courtyard where you can see these windows. You feel a slight pressure against your skin, against your mind, like time is seeming to compress together and start to slow.
Okay. Ignore that. I need to find them. Can I see them?
Yeah, you can see them. They're standing near one of the walls, near a window that seems to be lit with this orange, dull orange fluorescent light.
You see Kale with one hand on his stomach and the other hand on the window.
Neve is booping his ankles.
All right. Well, because it's a toe, it's a single-sided blade. I'm going to take the flat edge, not the sharp edge. I'm going to just scoop it under your arm and push it off the window. And then I'm going to put my sword away. And I'm like, Sure, check the cap. Nothing about going through portals again. Let's go.
No, it's okay. It's me.
I know it's you. I followed you.
No, this is a memory. I think I need to go through this window.
This is disturbing.
Just let me through this window.
Why?
I just need to.
Just going to put this out there. I mean, I am from a different time. In my time, memories don't manifest themselves that other people can walk through them with you. Just throwing that out there.
I can't remember, but I was doing something.
By the way.
Hmm?
Roll me a perception, please. As you're arguing with Kale, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck start to rise as a icy cold wind hits you from behind. And on the edges of your very keen senses, you just gently hear the sliding of one of the windows across the way just start to open slightly. And as you turn just out of the corner of your eye, you see 3 very long white fingers just gently hooked around the window, sliding it open with this icy cold breeze that smells familiar to you.
All right. Question is, let me think. Yeah, no, I don't need to think about this. Let's just Arashi this. I'm going to push Kale behind me, and I am literally just going to draw and quick shot.
You draw and quick shot. You pull back your bow, you pull through an arrow, you take the shot, and it skitters through the window as a familiar voice reaches your ears. You don't hear any noise, but you watch as the hand quickly recoils back into the shadows, almost turning into an amorphous mist as it disappears into the flurry of snow that scatters across the grass in front of you as a familiar voice calls through the open window. It speaks of familiarity, a voice you have heard repeatedly again and again and again, but not for a very long time. Again.
That's
There
it.
is a
We're
sound of
leaving.
There is a sound of slapping wood on wood, and then a gasp of pain, and you hear the voice, "Again!" The noise
Yeah,
again of wood on wood, and another cry of pain. "Again! Arashi, how many times do I tell you? Again! Until you get this, you do not get to go in."
Arashi is turned white, but he's not putting up with this crap. I am grabbing Kale. Kale's going to have to fight me because I am dragging his ass out of here.
Well, the moment that you pushed Kale behind you and fired your shot, I was opening the window. So I've been, in the time that he's shot this and listened to this, I've started pulling that window open.
Okay, so you're able to pull the window open quite easily. You will have to step into the window, and hunch over to step into the space, but you can do so.
Can
So
I
I'd be half in.
transform? Can I transform in the middle of that, standing between him and the window? Because I've noticed Arashi going nuts and going, nah, not happening. And I'm gonna like body block him from the window.
Okay, so Kale opens the window and you transform into your human form in front of him.
Yep. This doesn't seem like a good idea.
I need to look. Let me see.
Look, not enter.
Can I see yet?
Do we have a deal?
Yeah, you can see into the room.
I'm not listening. As soon as you said I can look, I started looking.
You look into the room and there is a hunched figure sitting in front of a desk. There is luminescent screens, blue screens in front of him. He's got about 6 screens in front of him, and you can hear the sounds of typing and scribbling and furious note-taking. And you can faintly hear from the headphones from the figure in front of you. You can just see him from behind. He has quite short, dark hair, and appears to be wearing a lab coat. You can see that the front is sticking up a bit where he's run his hands repeatedly through his hair. You can just tell from his demeanor that he is exhausted, that this bone deep tiredness is dripping out of every inch of his body as he is trying to come to terms with it. His headphones are over his ears, but you can hear a bit of sound leaking from it, that there is a voice that seems to be talking him through what processes, and you can't quite pick up what he's saying. It's almost like it's through a little bit of a filter, that the person is clearly responding. As you look, you seem to notice now that there are a number of cats around the room in various different colors: black, white, tabby, Siamese. There are a number of cats around this room who just are either sleeping or lazily watching as you can kind of read the writing, especially with your enhanced eyesight. You can read some of the writing on the screens about liminal memory storage. You can see that there's a tab open of celestial backup, and you can see formula after formula within this system. You can see that there is some kind of chatbot that seems to be asking questions in response, and you'll watch as the person is writing something back, saying something to the person that's talking to them over the headphones, and then writing back to the chatbot, and having the chatbot then responding in a very strange way, asking strange questions, but also warning that they're getting closer.
I lean over Nee's shoulder because I know she's trying to body block me. Who are you? I know he's got headphones on, but I try to yell out to him.
You watch as a couple of the cats start, and one of the tabbies actually gets to its feet, its back arched, and it's hissing at you. As you watch as the figure in the chair rips his headphones off and starts to turn in his seat, and you realize that you're looking at your own face looking back at you. But it is missing your augmentations. It is missing the glowing eyes. It is missing the tattoos and the bionic implants. It has a pair of very cheap wire-rimmed glasses just sitting low, and just the lines of exhaustion and dark circles under your eyes. You don't remember this moment, but your body remembers the exhaustion, the feeling of the drug. The fact that you're feeling this feeling means it's wearing off. And the fear, the worry that came along as it would wear off.
I'll just get you for you.
Okay, Clint. The one time he's not mute.
I say to him, yeah, that's true. I say to him, why are you here? You're not me.
Would I turned around by this point?
Yeah. You can hear Kale talking to somebody
Yeah.
as you can hear your father's reprimanding voice crossing this quiet space between you.
So if Kale wants to stay, Kale's got to fight me because I am dragging Kale out of here. End of the story.
Okay, roll me contested acrobatics athletics.
I'll be helping because if he's pulling, I'm pushing.
Okay, so you'll need an you'll need an athletics then.
Athletics.
You need me to roll for you, or?
Yes, please. My computer shut itself.
Oh no, that's a 12 for
I got a
you.
22.
Oh, I failed miserably.
You did.
Right. Not what we need.
You can tell Kale is
I'm going in.
How do you fight? Okay, so you do still have Neve in front of you pushing you. It's not very effective. She's trying to push against you, but you're actively fighting her. Arashi is trying to grab you, but you manage to slip between, like, your human arms do slip out of his grasp, Arashi, and his bionic arm that is attached to his back does kind of slightly push your hand away as Kale is reaching for the window over Neve's head, because Kale is taller than you as well. So
Yeah.
you do manage to dart around Neve and push her to one side, and you've managed to get your legs in one of your legs in the window and one of your shoulders as you've started to duck your head to climb through. As
He's
the
got one hand on like a sill or something or other as he's holding himself to climb in this window.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I go back to cat form and like lunge at him and claw in? I'm just going to go with him at this point. Kitty cat back.
Yep. I will roll your attack on his leg. I'm assuming
because I'm tiny.
I am also going to take a shot, but I want.
Oof! You very much miss. That's a nat 1, getting an 8.
I don't want to. I want to take a shot with a bow, but I don't. I want to go next to his hand that's on the sill. I don't want to hit him. I'm aiming next to him like a warning shot.
Okay.
No.
It lodges itself into the plaster facade next to Kale's hand. Kale, you feel the crumble of plaster and dust like rain down on your hand and arm. Do you stop?
I think I will just I don't know what DC should make, but I feel like Kale's in a bit of a frenzy right now, so I probably should make is it like a wisdom save or something?
Yeah, make me a wisdom save.
What DC should I be aiming for on this? Because I'm sort of resisting the drug at this point.
You are resisting the drug at this point. We'll say 15. Nice and
great.
middle of the road.
I've got a +2. I'm rolling pretty well today, so that's good. 20.
You can, Kale, you're drawn to this version of yourself. They've taken off their headphones and put it down on the desk and actively turn to get up as there is a look of fear and confusion as you can see the look on your face as you're trying to discern whether this is real, if this is fake, if this is an illusion, if this is a trick, as they are kind of trying to discern. They take like a half step towards you as you feel this plaster rain down on your arm, and you can hear, like, you can feel your friends' fear for you at your back.
I think at this point I'm gonna roll a d6 because this is probably a good time for me to be accumulating some strain.
Yeah, your circuit boards are whirring as your past that should not exist is meeting your present.
But Arashi's arrow, I think, does serve its purpose, and I will sort of just blink, and my shoulders will relax, and I'll take a step back away from the window.
You're leaving now.
I'll just let him pull me. I won't resist. But I also won't stop looking through the window.
You stumble slightly, and as you do, you notice the window kind of gets a graphic glitch, as in it almost, there's a few parts of it that seem to pixelate and glitch slightly as the window closes slightly. You hear a faint voice in your head that sounds familiar. Can't quite close. As the voice in your head, you can sense the strain in it as your internal passenger. You can sense that it is also trying to fight to keep this closed.
I won't say anything until we're out of this, back out of the arch, back in front of the petrol/recharge station.
As you stumble through the black fabric covered archway, and you tumble onto the other side, into the alleyway, onto the asphalt, you notice that the fabric swishes in the wind, and you notice that it is just a iron like fence behind it. There is no doorway there anymore.
A little, I guess, angry, unchecked emotion as we get out. I make sure we get out of the alleyway, and I sort of like give Kale a little bit of a shove, and I will have a loud voice so anyone in the van can hear it. And it's like, what was that? What are you thinking?
Thinking? It was me. Did you not see?
Yes, it's your memory. Congratulations. Like I said, they shouldn't be manifesting that other people can walk through, and they shouldn't be getting in my head and bringing mine forward too. Next cat I see, I'm going to put an arrow through the eye, and then I look down at Neve. Present company excluded.
I was about to transform into human just to be on the safe side, but
Memories can't hurt you, Arashi. They're not real. They're just shadows.
That seemed bloody real to me. Let me show you how real it is, and I'll go through my pouch, and I'm missing an arrow. 2 arrows that I shot. Where are they?
Yeah, because they're real.
Yes. And what I shot at was obviously real for them to disappear.
What were you shooting at?
You tell me. Because this crazy weird ass stuff didn't happen until you turned up. Which means, and it always seems to manifest around you, which means you have something to do with this.
I'm pretty
Hubbard
sure
will
some crazy
slide
weird
open
shit
the
was
van
happening
door.
before I was here. Maybe this is different crazy weird shit, but
Hubbard, roll me a perception, please.
Perception.
See if you're distracted enough. Oh yeah, you're totally
Yeah.
paying attention to the yelling from the side of the building. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
We,
I would just call out, "Hey, if you're gonna yell, do it in the van and not wake up everyone else in this rest area."
yell. What idiot gets in a small space to yell?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, okay.
As you
Okay.
lot are debating this, in the front seat of the van, Wicked, you are having a lovely rest initially. You've fallen into a lovely, peaceful sleep. You're not too bothered by the machinations of cats and portals. You feel the lovely, calming sense of rest fall over you, unbeknownst to many of the other occupants of the van. They seem kind of distracted, but as you're sleeping, you find yourself back in a beautiful green, floral-laden space. There is a mossy ground beneath you and a wooden root to one side upon which is sitting little forms of little handcrafted mushroom and stone little creatures who seem to be sitting and listening to you, telling stories to you. You feel much younger. The sky above you is a lovely shade of mauve and lilac. And there is the ever-present scent of cinnamon, the result of a recent experiment that you are still coming to terms with, that you just have this inherent smell of cinnamon about you now. And you're playing quite happily and peacefully. And suddenly it starts to get darker. And shadows pass over this grove that you had once found so much calm and peace, as you feel a shiver run down your spine as you hear a voice. "Molly dear, where are you? It's time to play."
Molly freezes solid. Every ounce of her body screams to stay away, to run, as her form moves on its own under the command of the words. She responds, "Coming, Auntie." She stands stiff and proper, head pointed down, eyes closed, walks as quietly and softly as she can, while quickly responding to the call.
The ferns and leaves in front of you move away, brushed out of the way as you see the hunched over form of your ever-present tormentor. Just roll me a perception. In your sleepful. In your sleepy.
Perception. Okay. 15.
You do notice that her form does seem to shimmer slightly as she's holding the ferns out of the way. You notice that her skin is whiter than usual, her fingers longer than usual. Her grin, as she is smiling down at you, seems even tighter and larger and almost pulled back in this quite painful-looking rictus grin. It's her cheeks and gums exposed, and then it seems to flicker slightly and disappear behind the visage that you are used to seeing of the haggard, tattoo-covered old woman, her hair long and scraggly over her shoulders, her hands gnarled, the tattoos and arcane symbols running up and down her skin, hiding all number of marks and whatnot, and each rune on her skin seems to correspond with an ancient shimmering one that awakens on yours, almost like an oil slick that passes over your skin under certain light. And she puts an arm around you and pulls you to her, almost to anyone who would be watching thinking it's almost comforting, loving, but the way that she's holding you, the pressure that you feel, it's possessive. It's almost like a warning of, don't make me come looking for you again.
All too familiar to Molly.
And she starts to lead you back to the place that she calls home, into a kitchen, a preparation area, as a voice somewhere in the distance seems familiar. Young, mature, as you feel this sense of reality kind of creeping in, and you see, as she's lifting you onto the table, you see a look of frustration pass her face as this voice seems to pass through the walls of her house, seems to pass into the walls of her dream, of this dreamscape that she is using to haunt you with. As you can hear Arashi's voice shouting, it is at a distance, but it is permeating through. You can just hear it on the barest edges of your perception.
Molly feels confused. It distracts her from the fearful anticipation for a moment.
The woman's hand latches around your wrist as she tries to hold you there, as you feel it gripping you. But you also feel the pull of Arashi, and closer you hear another young male voice, much closer, shout quite loudly. And it brings you to the barest hint of consciousness. It is up to you whether you decide to follow Habaru's voice, awake or stay.
Wicked tilts her head at this image of her auntie. She, for a moment, remembers the slight difference that she noticed at the first sight of her. Auntie says I'm not supposed to talk to the guests. I have to go. And she'll step away and wake
You
up.
just hear it hiss as you leave and wake up. As you wake in time to see Habaru shouting at Arashi and Kale and Neve.
You're gonna wake the rest of the park. Get in here.
What happened?
See, look, you woke up Wicked. Why am I talking like Roland? Jesus. just get back in the car.
What's going on?
Oh, I think Kale's having another cat episode.
Oh, like the hallucination cat?
Yeah.
Huh.
And now they're yelling in the parking lot.
It's all right. We're coming in.
Yeah. You're gonna elbow me on your way in again?
Probably. I already did.
I don't crawl. I don't come in. I stand at the open door.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh,
Arashi,
This is
I look
not
at
a
you.
hallucination thing. This is
Arashi,
what?
thank you.
We need to sort it out. Yes,
Can we sort it
We
out
do.
when there's
stupid-
daylight in the
crazy
sky?
stupid things happened before, but this cat thing has only started since you've been here.
Well, I thought it was just me, but you're saying it's not.
Your whatever this is can affect others. And I think everyone should be aware of that.
Oh,
I
Arashi,
think
hang on.
Wicked had something to do with it too.
Huh?
I smelled you. Not in a creepy way.
Well, yeah, you can
but
smell her
like
from the
pulls
back
her
seat.
tail.
She smells like
She
cinnamon.
pulls her tails away from you. Like,
your smell.
You.
Your smell was through a window coming from a kitchen. Just a dark kitchen.
Are you
What?
sure you weren't just like smelling cinnamon?
yeah, do they have like Cinnabons in the gas station?
Yeah.
We weren't in a gas station. We were in
No, you were next to a gas station.
It
an
was
alleyway that went nowhere. That we ended up in a place full of windows
Yeah.
and.
It's a liminal space, I think. That's
Oh my god.
But you guys
I don't-
keep it down. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
Normally I'd be mad that I was woken up, but I think I was about to have a nightmare.
Okay, well, something good came of this. Well, let's just okay. This is about the cat you saw, right? The orange, the little bob, the little thing, right?
yes.
Okay. Did you give it cat food?
Shit, man. That's been in my bag for ages and I've just
See?
forgot about that.
You guys start giving these things cat food. That way you won't have bad trips.
So you said it led to some weird liminal between space?
Again, yeah, I mean, like, it's before it was hallway. Now this time it was a room with windows. It's the same thing, but it's just manifesting differently. And I had a peek into a
Oh my
room
God.
before, but this time there was the hunger and the exhaustion. Like I felt the past. Like it was a memory, but it wasn't. It was like I was feeling it now as well.
But you were interpreting these past memories as emotions, as like hunger.
I swear I
and-
was feeling whatever that
Whatever you felt then.
version of my like it was weird.
Is it your brainwashing coming undone that erased your memories? Because I
Just
mean,
to
like,
interject here quickly, Habaru. It was bringing other people's memories and making them tangent as well in this space.
yeah, you went into his space. Of course, it's gonna fuck with your mind because you went into his little corner of reality.
No,
listen,
because
listen.
Wicked. I swear, Wicked wasn't there, but one of the windows. Just what Wicked smells like. It was cinnamon, sure, but there was something
Yeah.
else there. Like it honestly, as soon as I smelt it, it just reminds you of like, the childhood stories where you get kids lured with sweets, but it's like sickly sweet and there's like a smell of rot underneath it.
As you see that, Wicked freezes.
And I just point to Wicked. See? See?
Okay.
See, Habaru?
Okay. Hear me out, right?
You didn't go in, did you?
No, I mean, I tried to go in my window, but then Arashi was like shooting arrows at some other window, and I don't know what. I sort of lost track.
What window did you shoot into?
It doesn't matter, but proof of his tangent. It took my arrows are gone. I don't. The ones I shot, I didn't get to retreat.
Arashi, I believe you, man. I 100% agree with you. What I'm trying to say is, I think from what we've already seen in the past, for whatever reason, Kale, you interact with reality weird. In fact, something that you said earlier, I thought you were just being an edgelord, but maybe you truly do believe it. Of reality is an illusion. Why do you think that?
Well, what's to say that virtual isn't the real reality? I mean, it feels more real than this.
But we had to. I guess that means an argument of like we had to build to get to virtual. So does that mean we had to build to get out of the illusion? The point being though is, I haven't heard, and maybe this is coming from my own ignorance of runners like you interacting with magic the way that you are and perceiving reality in its base coding. And maybe that's just, again, maybe that's if we found someone else, they would also have similar stories or similar experience or perception. But that's weird. And coming from a guy who had the childhood I had, when things are weird, that's weird.
That is the definition of the word.
Yes.
Is it still there?
I doubt it. Last time it disappeared pretty quickly.
Did you see or hear anything besides your own windows?
There were many windows. There were precisely how many? I should be able to calculate that. Damn it!
Why do you think I didn't? We know what my math is like.
That and that's kind of why I want to know which window you shot into, Arashi, because if you are going into this liminal space, right? And reasonably enough, it can affect you by pulling on your memories. Who's to say you can't affect those things? I.e., if you shoot someone's memory, what happens to the memory?
Do you feel like you've forgotten something?
As a giant baby comes through and terrorizes everyone.
Sorry.
I
remember.
By the way, I think it's like 124 windows.
Yeah.
I had the flashback to a child.
Okay. In character for 2 seconds here. If it helps, I don't think I heard or saw anything window related for me. Unless I missed that bit with baby.
No, you didn't.
Go.
I don't know, Arashi. I may have forgotten to remember to forget.
Then I did you a service.
That no, not the service that you think it is. You don't get to claim that. No. I see through your veil.
So
But
you said you shot at something. Why did you shoot? Did something attack you?
okay, hang on. This is Arashi we're talking about. His shadow could elongate because the sun goes down. He might shoot it.
Well,
At
what
least I know I
happened?
kill my shadow.
What happened? Did something attack you?
It was a threat. I took care of it.
How do you know it's
Details,
a
man.
threat?
Come on. This applies to all of us.
Yeah.
It was mine, so you don't need to worry.
Do I need to worry about a little Arashi appearing? I don't want to finish that sentence.
But the thing is, being tangible, I'm quite sure everyone has their dark secrets here.
No, not really.
Mine are violent.
Right. So you weren't attacked.
Are these our darkest memories? Like, I mean, Wicked, is there something going on for you? I mean, I don't personally remember mine, but it felt fucking dark.
I can weigh on that before Wicked. They're our personal dark memories, and they're not meant to be shared. That's why they're dark, hidden, tucked away memories.
No, Arashi, you can share it with trusted people.
In fact, you probably should. It's not healthy to do that. People go crazy over.
Haber has done like years of therapy.
Listen, man, I was an angry child.
Maybe that's why there wasn't one. You didn't see one for Habaru or for particular. Maybe they don't have any particularly dark memories.
I didn't check. There were over 100 windows.
Oh.
Some were dark. Some had
Well,
curtains.
I think the perception should probably be changed from dark memories to probably something traumatic. I wouldn't be surprised if I stepped into that liminal space and I find myself getting my legs ripped off again because that was so fun the first time and definitely does not haunt me to this day.
Sounds like some avoidance.
Hey, I can wiggle my toes right now, and that is how I stay on my feet, quite literally.
You know, you haven't told me about this story of you losing your legs, so
Oh,
I'd love to hear it later.
I fought a giant toad and I did not win.
Oh no, that was the
Oh
crab.
shit!
Oh, it was a giant crab. Excuse me. Yeah, I
Wait,
fought a
you don't even
giant
remember?
crab. Dude, there's been so much bullshit before you
It's just
showed
another
up.
Tuesday for you. Or wait, not a Tuesday. Whichever
The
day
frog
of
was
the
pretty
week.
bad too, but we won that one.
Yeah, we won that one, but
I like the fact that
crab.
up above you, Sabata senses a disturbance in the force that he's missing out on the fun. So he sends his owl down to deal with it.
Yeah, no, I guess if I had to say anything that was anything ashamed to me was how I acted in that fight. I got my legs ripped off and I immediately went for the nuclear option of retaliation, but that's whatever. The point
And if you
being
get your legs
here,
ripped off,
I quite literally almost killed every single person in hearing range by mistake.
I mean, I might do the same. So,
well, please don't, because that would kill all of us. But what I'm trying to say is I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's fucking 3 a.m. Either get in the car and fall back asleep, or let's just hit the road.
I mean, this has followed us now. This is what, the third time the cats have led us there, but
I'm gonna say something, bud, and I don't want you to take it personally, but this is an incredibly personal thing I'm about to say. There is no us in this. You are the common denominator here. You need to start giving those cats cat food, god damn it.
Okay, I will give them cat food next time, but fuck, Neve, we really should have let you just try to talk to them, hey?
Yeah.
I did say I could try and talk to it.
Wicked will step out of the car.
So that was rude. It was actually a rude cat, then.
Hey, he could have talked to me, so fair's fair. It's fine. He didn't. The cat didn't start a conversation either. I know that's not how it works, but still, trying to be comforting here.
I appreciate it.
So, plan for next time: give food, and I will talk to it. We'll try to talk to it and see if anything is different.
I guess so. I mean, we just need to know what the hell's going on.
which, unfortunately, we probably won't know unless we go into the creepy sad space and get sad and learn some stuff about ourselves, each other, and about the world overall.
Oh, shit. Wicked.
I'm an
He
open
stepped out of the
book.
car.
Do you know anything about drugs that like make you
Do I know
forget
anything about drugs?
that make
Yes.
you like lose memory?
She'll open the car door. Huh? What?
Someone say drugs?
Wait, are you?
Yeah, she stepped out of the car for a sec. She'll pop back in.
Are you
Losing
right?
memory?
Yeah.
Mm, I could think of a few. Any will make
Like
and pretty
super
much any
addictive.
will. I can think of a few. And any drug will probably do that to you over time.
Maybe
You
it like helps
something
to.
specific?
It's something synthetic. I don't know if it smells like mushrooms, if that was the drugs or if it was just something else. But I mean, would there be anything mushroomy? But it's synthetic. It felt there was something to it. Maybe something around getting rid of exhaustion as well, or I'm sorry, I don't know, but I just felt the hunger for them.
Something to specifically keep memories away?
I can't
You're not
remember,
100%.
ironically.
You're not 100% sure on that one.
Can I come up? Can I make a roll for that?
Yeah, you can roll a history. It is a bit
All right.
difficult because there are a number of drugs that could.
Plus 20.
Yeah,
While this is going on real quick, can I get in the driver's seat and get the car moving if we're going to be chatting for a bit? Might as well hit the
Yeah,
road since we're all awake.
if you would like to.
Yeah.
Wicked, can I take the wheel?
All right. I'll hit the passenger seat.
She's going to be pissed off and just climb back up on the deck of the boat again. I heard that.
Ah, good.
Mangy.
Hope your bad dreams or something swallow you. See if I care.
Okay, so Wicked. There are a number of drugs that do work on altering and befuddling the mind that you are aware of. Most of them are inhaled. It just depends on what he's trying to do. Like dealing with exhaustion and things like this, like mind fire could work, or even insanity mist would also be another good one. However, I mean, arguably, Kale is not has not acquired a level of long-term madness that you know of. He could, but then again, how do you ascertain that? um, but in terms of clouding his mind and things like this, it depends on what the outcome was, and clearly, it is addictive. Judging by the fact that he seems to be discussing about the symptoms of withdrawal and the craving for it. But unless he can give you a bit more of like what state he was looking to be in after consuming the drug, you're not 100% sure. But I've just got to look at my drug table here. Yeah, things like Yeah, mind fire seems to be the most likely at this point in time. However, yeah, Dream Mist would also do something similar, but Dream Mist tends to rend the user asleep and incapacitated for a period of time, which depends. Is he trying to be functional? Is he trying to what is he trying to do? You know that mushroom powder as well could act as a hallucinogen and block memories. Um, uh, Zixalix as well would also affect the mind and deal with psychiatric disorders and things like this. But again, without more in without more like information on what he was trying to take it for or what he was trying to do with it, you're kind of floundering in the dark a little. But there are a number of drugs that would be addictive enough to give those feelings of withdrawal.
Can we think of a few things? Mind fires, Ziltrix, Dream Mist. Synthetic drugs aren't my specialty. And I can't come up with much without more details.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks anyway. It's just
More things to look up in the library?
probably
Hmm.
we find my memories there, hey? Well, I mean, judging by that, I probably don't really want them.
Did you guys see any weird hands while you were in there?
I don't think I would have seen anything because I had my back to the window,
Yeah,
blocking you out.
you were very much focused on Kale.
I mean,
Arash.
Arashi
wait.
has abnormally weird hands, but
Well, the owner is
I don't know.
it depends.
He's
Is
very long
Arashi here right
fingers.
now?
I think Arashi's back on the top of the ship though.
Yeah, he sort of went. He said he left, didn't he?
I was muted. Yeah, I'm back on top of the ship. Yeah, I did see it, but because I'm on the ship as we're
Oh, you
driving,
can't hear the
I
conversation.
can't hear
Yeah,
the
he's not part of the convo.
so I can't tell him that I did.
God. You can't be useful.
Yep.
Okay.
Why she
I mean,
shouldn't
that's
ask
probably what
questions.
my response probably would be. You got to ask Arashi when, yeah, later when we stop probably. I got a
Alrighty.
headache, and I don't usually get headaches. I think it's not really possible for me to get headaches usually. I don't know what's up with me.
Why would it not be possible for you to get a headache?
Well, just structurally, I shouldn't be getting them.
You still got meat in your gray matter, right?
Headaches aren't in the brain. It's muscle tension.
Right, but you still have some meat up there, right?
That's not how
Hmm.
headaches work.
Right. Okay,
Maybe
ignore the
just
brain part, but just in your skull, do you still have some meat up
The
there?
skull? No, it's all synthetic. This is a reinforced skull I knock on it. All chrome.
Okay.
maybe you're just
there-
remembering a pain then, like a
Yeah.
soreness.
Fucking hell. It's like a phantom
Phantom
bloody
limb?
pain. God damn it, phantom
Why are we
headaches.
still here?
Something that's firing neurons in
New
your neurological
in a day.
networks.
Actually, that does make sense because that's a fucking common symptom with limbs usually, but I usually adapt well to the limbs.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever this was
God.
must have triggered something.
Can I
Oh.
recommend something, bud?
I don't know if there's any therapy around here.
Well, okay, let me recommend something else then. And this is something to keep you busy, right? Think of it like, I don't know, homework.
Fucking hate homework, dude. I got
Well,
made back at Critvo. I got made to bloody research every single day. It was such a slog.
Well,
Just want to do
buck
my own
up.
thing, you know?
That's actually what I want you to research is your former job and the people who leave it. People who leave it the way you do and the people who don't leave it the way you do. What's their life expectancy like? Quality of life? Do they run into any complications later in life that's similar to anything you're going through?
Are you talking about other Mechia that work for the corpse?
Yeah.
They generally don't leave. The only
Right.
way
But the
that
ones who do.
Well, you don't really hear about them.
Right. Can you not try to do some research into them? Figure out if there's
Well,
something of a trail you can follow?
that's fair.
I mean, if
But-
we're going,
Mm.
if we're assuming the worst in every scenario, then they were units that were not as productive, so they got decommissioned. They couldn't possibly, I hope to all the gods, that they couldn't decommission all of them, and by decommission, they just take them out back and shoot them. Just something to think about. Try to figure out if there's anyone else with a similar circumstance of yours.
It might be hard. I mean, I'll try, but they'd be ghosts. Like, even myself, I don't know if you know this, but do you know, well, you know my AI. Yeah, Z's constantly working in the background to just basically Critfo puts these protocols or limiters on us so they can monitor, track, spy, but I'm constantly having to block that, and I can't do it on my own. The only reason I've been able to do it is because I made an ally, and we helped each other out. But that's why he's still with me. He's hasn't finished decrypting all those protocols yet.
I very much think this all comes back to Critvo and what they've done to you.
They made you into something you didn't want, and you made a friend for yourself.
I mean, judging by my life before, I probably did want it.
The life you don't remember? Judging by that?
I mean, it felt like shit.
Does it feel like shit because you think it feels like shit, or were you programmed to think it feels like shit?
I have never felt so bad before. Like, how do you soft shells deal with a headache?
Well, typically, I work very hard not to put my fist into Richard Feynman's skull. I walk away for a bit, take a few breaths, and then I do it all over again.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, I know. I not wanting to get fun.
So we cope with people.
I'm a melting pot / cocktail of a variety of different types of chronic pains. I don't even notice them.
How?
When you're in agony for so long, you kind of forget you're in agony.
Yeah, it just sort of
So I
becomes the
should-
norm, like a noise in the background that you just get used to.
So I should chase pain?
No, more like just get used to it.
Well,
That's what I'm trying to say.
above all that, hang on. Let's not focus on the pain aspect, but like all the good things you do feel, right? You get to feel that as well. That's what you should be focusing on. There's the good, the bad, and the rest of it.
I think that's a lie that people tell you to make yourself feel better about the shit that you feel.
Well, yeah,
It's kind of
people
better
need
to
lives.
just
Like you need sleep.
Sleep fixes headaches. Sleep can fix sad moods. Sleep can make things feel better.
Come
Also
to think
food.
of it, I haven't done that. I haven't defragged today, so
There you go.
Yeah.
That's probably your headache.
Do you want me to play my special "Go the fuck to sleep" song for you?
do we all need to sleep?
Aren't you driving? No, you can't.
Who says I can't?
You can't
Just
play
I'll
play.
take the wheel. Yeah.
Who says I can't
take-
sing at him while I'm driving?
I mean,
I'll
you
take the
can if
wheel.
you.
I'll take the wheel. I got my sleep.
No. I'm fully slept, so I've been woken up by some dickhead screaming out in the parking lot, so I'm not gonna be able to fall back asleep. But I can hum at him.
As indicated before, the dream song from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Young Taylor Lautner.
I can actually just shut down. I don't need to
But
be
have you
sung to
tried
sleep.
instead of just shutting down, like a hard shutdown? When was the last time you just drifted off to sleep?
Never.
Well, why don't you try that? If you
Let it go
listen,
into
man, if you want
sleep
to
mode.
just
Don't turn it off and on again.
if you just want a hard shut down, man, or do whatever you want to do, be my guest. It's your life, but at the end of the day, you're going through some weird shit, and I think, and I'm saying this with a bias, and I do recognize that.
I like Habaru's insistence to tell the half machine man, "Hey, look, just be more human."
No, it's not even fucking that. What I'm trying to say is, I think you have fucked up problems right now because the evil fucked up corporation kidnapped you from your previous life. I don't think you went into this willingly, no matter what you saw there. I think you've been enslaved and told you were rescued and elevated.
Oh, I
If you
mean,
like the life you live now, that's perfectly fine. But I think you have been enslaved, man.
yeah, look, the slavery is a given. Whether that was voluntary servitude or involuntary, that's up for debate.
Yeah.
But that's why I left, because I don't need to be, mining ether coins or doing their budgeting for them for years.
And that's what I'm trying to say of like
there was a bit of extortion too. I think threats were made. They really fucking hate the other corpos.
I would be surprised if they didn't.
There were a couple of disappearances, if I'm honest, as well.
Okay, let's stay on track here.
I wasn't directly involved.
Okay, hang on. Don't get off topic.
No. Well, hold on, Habaru. I think we're making a breakthrough.
Do you have like an itemized list of every instance of crime you were forced to commit in their name?
Okay, so as you guys discuss Kale's hit list, basically, up in the ship before Sabata drifts off back to sleep, Sabata, Arashi joins you back on the ship. What kind of mood are you in, Arashi?
A foul one.
Sabata, you've traveled with Arashi to know that this is a pissed off Arashi. If he was a cat, he would be twice the size and hissing.
Take the dead giveaway as while I'm sitting there back up against the side of the ship somewhere. I've just got a kunai and I'm just stabbing it into the woodwork over and over and over.
What's good in your craw?
Kale. And how blasé everyone is. They wanted us here in this time frame. They asked if we would stay and help save this time. Well, since we can't get home, why not? Why not? But who cares about the dreamscape killer memories? No, it's fine. It's just a cat. It's just a cat.
So why aren't you
Oh,
talking
don't
to
see
your
my
new...
memories. Don't see my. Did you see something? Did you see my memory? Don't see my.
Why are you telling me this? Why don't you tell your new cat friend?
New cat friend. I don't have a new cat friend.
Well, the one that come and left you that message. Your best friend.
Oh, you're getting jealous because they got nicer toe beans. Yes, I went there.
I got very nice toe beans. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Don't you pick on my toe beans.
The fact that Clint's like, what the fuck? What?
Take that back.
I want to go home. I want to go home, Sabato. I just want to go home.
Well, let's go home then.
Oh, the goddess who sent us here because you touched something you weren't supposed to is gone.
All we have to do is find something else for me to touch, and maybe we can go home.
You've touched heaps of things and we're still here.
Well, just keep touching things.
I mean, but we did get the message from Simon. They're safe.
Well, that's a good point.
That's
But
the point. He didn't tell us where they are. No.
if we go back to the library, maybe I can touch that blueprint again.
At the moment, I'd say touch everything.
Okay.
Seriously. But I also know you touching everything is probably going to make it worse somehow. So touch nothing.
Or get him arrested.
Make your mind up. Do you want me to touch things or you don't want me to touch things?
I don't know what I want, Sabata. I really don't.
I'll bet I only touch half the things.
I bet you probably do only touch half the things because there's so many things there. I doubt you could get it all done.
A lot of things. I try
There's
my
a lot.
best, but there is a lot of things. So many shinies I want to touch and take and borrow.
That's it. Let's forget about my existential crises at the moment and let's pick on you.
Hey, what?
Trust me, it makes me
No.
feel better. Yes, absolutely.
All right, fine. What do you want to say?
Say we do go home.
Yes.
All these toys that you're getting here and all these things you're playing, you can't bring them with you. You know that, right?
Yes,
Don't-
but devil's
say-
advocate, why not? Maybe I did bring them back, and that's how come we know how to make them now.
Well, if you did bring them back and we learned to make them in our time, why are they only relatively new now? Sounds like you were a sucky inventor. Yes, I
Hey!
went there.
Maybe I did
Hey, no.
invent them. Maybe someone bought the company out or something, and then they screwed it all up. I don't know.
Let me put it another way. You really want to cheat, Sabata? I thought you took pride in what you built
I do.
instead of copying something.
But if I've made it, then is it copying or is it? I am very confused with this part. Did I
Well,
make
because
it because I saw it?
Or is it your company made it in the more recent times and you actually have nothing to do with it? But you set the basis with what you make in our time frame for them to build this stuff now. So if you don't build what you are supposed to build and you copy someone else's, then this time frame would fail.
But I must have because we are still here.
Again, your company built it. And nowhere does it say if you pulled some of these fancy things apart, do you find any of your... Oh, wait, no, you won't find any of your fur in it because by the time we finish this trip, I'll probably make you bald.
Wait, it's enough of that. You know I'm very sensitive about the fur. My toe beans.
Utopians. Just... I am an asshole to you about not touching stuff in technology because I don't want anything to happen to you, Sabata.
That is so considerate of you, but I am very good at knowing what I am doing.
Yes. What time frame are we in? Yes, very, very knowledgeable on what we're doing.
So I am very knowledgeable. We have time traveled. I have advanced us.
What about your family? I mean, we just
Oh, this
found
did-
them before we
we-
got here, and then you're
Well-
gone from them again.
I'll go back. If we go back in time, then they'll still be there.
What if we don't?
We will. Otherwise, this whole place will fall apart if I don't go back. So I must have gone back because it is still here. See,
If only...
you worry too much. If the whole place started to fall apart, then I might worry.
Very well.
I have thought this through. I am very smart.
One of the smartest people I know.
Obviously. You don't know many smart people apart from me.
And assured of his own genius, Sabata rolls over and is gently rocked back to sleep by the movement of the car.
And I'll
And
just go to my corner and just sit there and
think
take up my
over
meditation pose and look at Sabata and just to myself. Yeah, we know you make it back. But what if you're the only one?
And on that self-imposed question, that is where we will end tonight's session. Thank you to everybody who watched along. Next time, we will join the party as they pull into the town of Valcoast on their now self-imposed grey nomad trip across the country.
Stay
Now that
tuned
we know
next
how-
time where we go for 2 hours with no audio.
Maybe. Hopefully we'll do better next time. My apologies for anyone who started watching or wondered where the audio was. It's going to be fun putting that up onto YouTube with a timestamp going, yeah, don't bother watching until this point. But otherwise, thank you everybody who has joined. Thank you to the Raiders who did join us. And if any of you are still here, it has been wonderful to have you. We hope you have enjoyed. We will be back next week for session 56. But until then, look after yourself, get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, take meds if you need to, and look after those around you. And we will see you all next time, guys.
Yeah, say next time.
Bye.
Much safer.